Zeverland, our next zombie game. It's by Quantum Quirks 2025. The big question is this a real game?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun.
Do you really think it's not a real game?
I do. No. I do think it's going to be a real game. So I ended up joining their Discord and wanted to learn a little bit more about the game. I was hoping to see some of the comments between. They have their Steam page is going to be released in a few weeks. So right now they don't have a Steam page. They don't have a website. They don't have things that you would think that makes them a real game. But they're working on it, according to their Discord.
Don't worry, guys. They have a super sketch Discord that you can download, that you can join and just get in on the action.
I got into the Discord. They do say that their Steam page is coming. However, honestly, I know we've been kind of talking smack about zombie games, but Dave, does this have a fun and different feel to it to you?
Let's be 100% clear. I hate zombie games. They're so fucking boring. I'm so sick of zombies. This game, however, looks really fun.
Right?
It does. It looks really fun.
I like the whole, like, the cutesy. It reminds me of there's the Funko Pop figures.
Yeah.
But they also have this other line that looks like these kind of characters. I can't remember what they're called.
Funko Pop was kind of like, that was kind of what I was comparing them to when I was watching it.
I'm looking up the product lines here. They have a different one that looks specifically like these. Product Funko all products here. Sorry, I'm Googling it. I should have looked it up before. But there's a specific, they have like these figures that look like these, and I can't remember what they're called. But they actually have the eye colors and things like that.
Yeah, less big head.
Yeah. What are they called? Or maybe they don't do it anymore. Oh, I think they're called, no. Vinyl sodas.
Okay.
I don't know, but they're more, or like they have this kind of feel to them, if that makes sense. And what this game is, it's a zombie crafting game. But what's really cool about this, like I said, it has a different art style in the sense that it's more cute. It's got some elements to it that are unique to it. Like here, let's pull up the trailer actually before I dive into it. The trailer's, I think, like 7 minutes long, so
yeah, pretty long trailer.
Yeah, but I'm excited for this one.
You could have made a trailer that was 30 seconds less and made a Steam page. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's true.
How long could it possibly take to make a Steam page?
I think it has to get approved in Steam, to be honest. You can't just throw a Steam page up.
And you have a 7-minute trailer. I feel like you'll get approved.
That's true. But as we're talking about this, like I said, it's got this really cutesy kind of feel to it. But as you're watching it, you'll see that the weapons that they have and the elements of using real like cars and customizing cars and things like that. It's really cool that you don't really see in zombie games. Really, zombie games are you just go out there, kill zombies, and survive. With this one, yes, it has that basic principle, but you have car customization, there's mobile bases, there's really cool element that will show up in the trailer a little bit later. If you die, you become the zombie, which I thought that was really cool.
I think it's really interesting. You know what this reminds me of? This is the Forest, but like way better.
You think so?
Yeah, like this, like it feels like it's gonna have a lot of sandbox ability to it, where you kind of like decide what you want to do, and there's maybe not so much of like, you know, actual story missions and stuff like that. Like you're kind of just, when you're going out into the world, like it feels like it's gonna be your choice. You know what I mean? So like you're going out looking for specific things. Like Adam said, you can get hold of vehicles. Maybe you need something for your vehicle, or you want to upgrade your weapons, or like you're you know, low on supplies. This part's really cool. I don't know. He has flashlight lightsabers. Love that.
Yeah, it's really neat. But my biggest wonder with this though is I hope it's a game where you can have your own server rather than having a big server that is always live, kind of like Rust. If you're not playing, you have elements where somebody could raid your RV in this instance or your base and things like that. That's where I'm a little concerned because they do say that this game is going to have hundreds of people and things like that, and it makes me wonder how big the server is going to be.
Here's my biggest thing, and in regards to the server and stuff like that too. Is this like a perma-death? Like, is this an MMO where you're like, if you become a zombie, you are just a zombie for the rest of the entirety of however long you play the game until you create a new character?
I wonder if it's one of those things, if you do become a zombie, you die. If you get killed as a zombie, you just keep respawning as a zombie. But if you complete enough tasks or things like that, you can become a human again.
Oh, like regain your human form?
Yeah.
But do you come back as the human character that you played as before, or do you just like, all right, you earned the right to just become a new human character?
I have no idea. I wonder, because if that's the case, why wouldn't you just do another server or another character and just become a human again? Like, why go through all the trouble? So I wonder if it's one of those things that you do get to become your human again and all the abilities that you unlocked as that human, or it's one of those things that you get to pick if you want to join the world as a zombie or as a human, and you get as many lives as you want.
Need more space?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder, so the reason for not just quitting the game and becoming a new human, like, what if you have certain abilities or like unlockables or stuff that just apply to you as a player?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you die, then like you're leveled up enough on the zombie side, you get those zombie levels or that amount of life with that zombie.
Yeah, like there's probably things that you need to do as a zombie too, right? So you could you could be your player character, become a zombie, do all the things that you need to do on the zombie side of things, so you unlock specific perks in building stuff and stuff like that, and then regain your human form, but you have all of those perks that you unlocked as a zombie with you. That could be really cool, and that would be like a reason to not just quit when you become a zombie.
Right. Or it's so weird because it's one of those things, if you want to be the zombie, can you load in and be the zombie? Because the zombie has special abilities. If you can like level up enough and you can start controlling hordes of zombies and different abilities and pick up arms of, it looks like alien looking zombies, and like have more powers that way. So I'm wondering if you'll be able to pick, I want to play as a zombie or I want to play as a human. Or if you can jump in as a human, and if you die, you have the choice to continue on as a zombie, or I'm gonna just play like the game or start over. Does that make sense? Like, you can either pick to play as a human, and if you die, you have the human or the zombie aspect, or if you die, or if you jump in, you just want to be the zombie, you can do that too.
I would assume they would probably not do that.
Okay.
I would assume that you would be forced to start as a player.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted to become a zombie, it's very easy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just find a zombie and let him eat you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And I'm also confused on what type of view we're gonna get here, because in the trailer you kind of see like a top-down view, but you also see like a third person, like you're in line, like a normal third-person shooter game. So I'm confused on what type of game this is gonna be. Is it gonna be like a top-down kind of feel, or is it gonna be your? Does that make sense?
I mean, I saw the top down when they were sneaking around that corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Like, right.
also we do see the like, I don't know, maybe it's like a GTA where you have, you know, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
There's
the
like
first
7
person,
different
camera angles.
There's like 7 different camera angles for GTA.
I'm excited for this one. It's very unique. It's very new in the zombie realm of things. It looks like it could be a lot of fun. Just posing the question, is this game going to actually become a game at some point? Kind of, what was that? Not Daisy, the day after or something like that.
Naquan?
No, not that one. That one's still in development. I'm talking about the one that did release and like.
Oh, and they gave everybody the refund.
Days Gone or something like that.
Yeah, was it Days Gone?
Yeah, something like that, and they had to give everybody a refund because it was just
all 7
god-awful.
people that believed in the game.
Yeah, right. But I hope this becomes a game that is really polished, because and And I don't play very many survival crafting games, but this one really has my interest. If you saw in the trailer, it's a large open world. It's supposed to be up to 600 square kilometers, so it's going to be huge with tons of different landscapes and areas to explore, such as cities, villages, abandoned buildings that you can kind of claim as your own. Which that's where I'm hesitant because I really hope this is more of a. It's hard because if you want to play against players that are zombies, then like you can't just load into the game with friends because I mean the server is gonna have to be live all the time because how are you gonna just jump into a server and there's zombies? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's just like anything. You're gonna jump into a server, and they'll be CPU zombies, but players will spawn in and out, as they want to play. I think.
My fear is so if you log out, is my RV just sitting there? Or do I log in with my RV? Do I build my RV and every time I load in, I can bring in my RV? Or is it like Rust and I have to have my RV prone to raids and zombies of other.
Here's what I don't think that's gonna happen, and here's the one negative I have on this game. This screams free to play game to me.
You think so?
Yeah, it's an online MMO with no end. There's no end to this game. You know what I mean? There's no end to how long you can play this game for. And, with all of the crafting and owning buildings and, fully customizing your character, it's just a landscape that's ripe for microtransactions of get this outfit, buy this part for this car, unlock this car, get this weapon, unlock this building. Like, it just screams free to play to me. Specifically because it's a game that has no end. Like there's no storyline attached to it. You can play this game forever. You know what I mean? So like it screams spend money in here.
So I wonder if it is going to be a situation where you can decide, I'm going to pick the human side because that way I can load in as my human every time. Well, no, because it says if you die, you become a zombie.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure of. It's like is this something that's gonna live forever? Like forever? Like if you become a zombie, are you truly a zombie forever, or are you a zombie for as long as you're loaded in on that session? And then like when you're done and you quit, and next day you spawn back in, as your player character, and you have another chance to like be a human. I don't know.
Or is it one of those things, if you die as a human, you just respawn as a human and kind of how you play. This is kind of a bad example, but like there's two progressions in like Dead by Daylight. You can pick the survivor or you can pick the hunter, if that makes sense, like the villain. So I wonder if there's gonna be I load in as a villain this time or the zombie. I die, I come back as a zombie. If I play as a human, I die, I come back as the human.
I mean, that would be fun, and I think it would be a good like way to solve the problem. But the way that they're talking about it, it doesn't seem like that. Like they really put emphasis on that permadeath of like if you die, you become a zombie. There's no going back. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that in DVD.
A lot of questions with this game. Like I said, they're coming out with their Steam page coming up soon. That's a big one. I just want to know how that's gonna work. So developer, if you're listening, Quantum Quirks, we'd love to know on how that's going to work because I don't know. I would hate to get such a giant base built and then I die and I'm a zombie and I can never touch it again. Whereas like in Rust, if I die, I can at least have a chance to save my base. Whereas this, I die, I don't have my base ever again.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like just having my shit pillaged by randos. So like, I don't know. I really hope it's not like that too.
That would be brutal. My other question is it PvP versus other players too, or is it PvP only against the zombies?
It's PvP versus other players, but I think I think it's PvP other players that are zombies, like on the other side, because they with the one thing that they were talking about in the trailer is like if you become a zombie, you can blend in with the CPU zombies. Like I don't think it's gonna have like your gamer tag above your like it's gonna be hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to determine who a real player is and who a CPU player is. Like you saw that in the trailer. it's like, oh, if you want to blend in, like the player zombie took one shot and then just laid on the ground. You know what I mean? And pretended like he was dead. Yeah, like that. I think that's what they mean by the PvP, where you're going to be playing against other players, but it's not like human Dave loads in and shoots human Adam in the face and takes his truck. I don't think it's going to be that.
I hope it's not that. That would make me not want to play this game. Like, I enjoy Rust. I enjoy games that like Ark, but I get so frustrated when I can't go into the game and or I play the game, I build this base, I get killed one time and I lose everything because or I log out, lose everything because somebody stole it or killed me. And so I hope with this that it doesn't happen. And I don't think it's going to the way it kind of looks. It looks like it is more emphasis on the zombie versus player or zombie versus human rather than human versus zombie.
I don't love the idea of the game taking place when I'm not there. You know what I mean? I just like I get it. There's a time and a place for it. There's an audience that kind of loves it and stuff like that. But like, and I realize when you're in an online multiplayer situation, like you are playing with other people, right? But for me personally, like when I'm done, my game is done. You know what I mean? I don't want the game to continue on without me when I have no control over anything. That's the most annoying thing in the world.
It's kind of like Sea of Thieves in a way. When you load in with your galleon, like your ship. And so I wonder if you, and like you said, it has microtransactions kind of built in. So I wonder if you play as a human enough, you earn enough currency, or you can buy the currency and you buy a bus or you buy an RV or a car. And every time you go into the game selecting, okay, I built this RV, I built this mobile base when I load in. And so I load in that way, kind of like Sea of Thieves does. You load in with your ship, and that's your ship every time you spawn in. Rather than logging out, my ship is still there or my base is still there. It's gone when you load out.
I mean, the base building that we saw on the trailer looked to be mobile. It looked like you were building on vehicles.
That's what I'm saying. But I think it's going to be, it looks like it's you build it and then you load in, not I'm building it in the game. And so when I log out, it's still there and I have to start over when I load back in.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like Sea of Thieves where you load in with it. Yeah.
Because that would be so disappointing. I spent all this time, I died, I could never touch this ship again or this base again. So I'm wondering if you're right. You have to earn so much currency to buy certain cars to upgrade them and expand on it as you play.
Yeah, and unlock parts that you can use in the crafting to like upgrade them and stuff like that. That's what it feels like to me.
Okay, I mean, overall, I'm excited for this one. There's not a whole bunch on it yet. Like you saw, you'll be able to play as the dead, to level up, things like that. You'll be able to farm. And that's another, see, it poses more questions. You see farming aspects. So that makes me question, is it always online? Because how would you be farming when you're logged out if like other people are in the server?
Yeah, same thing. Same way that mobile games operate. It's just a timed thing. Like if you wait enough time before logging back in, or something like that, like the crops are just ready.
Well, I don't got much else, Dave. Do you?
I got nothing else. The game looks really, really fun. I'm curious to learn more about it. Keep it on your radar. Zeverland from Quantum Quirks comes out sometime in 2025. Their Steam page will come out sometime in 2025 as well, guys.
They said a few weeks, so possibly by the new year. Let us know in the comments if you are excited for this one. Like I said, they do have a Discord and they have a Google survey if you are interested in signing up for their beta. They have a questionnaire that you can fill out. I did because I do want to see more about this game. And Quantum Quirks, if you're listening, let us know if you got insight that you want to give us from the bat, right? Start off the bat, because we are interested and have a lot of questions and we'd like them answered.
Yeah, let's get a playtest, bruh.
Yeah, good. Playtest.
Playtest.